You look sleepy. Why fight it? You've already been breathing it in for so long. Aww, you look confused. What? Have you been breathing in? Well, I don't know if I could answer it in a way that you would understand, especially since you've already been exposed to the compound. It does have a very acute effect on intelligence, in the short term, that is. Nothing you have to worry about. Though, worrying about things feels like a lot of effort. Does your body perhaps feel a bit heavier than normal? Can you still lift your arms up above your head? Does holding them above your head feel a little bit more strenuous than it normally does? Perhaps you should put them back down to your sides. You don't want to wear yourself out so quickly. Oh, are you trying to take shallow little breaths in order to stop yourself from breathing in more and more of the compound? Or would you perhaps try to hold your breath for some time? How long can you hold your breath? Would you even bother to hold your breath? Or would you just simply accept your fate? How long have you been breathing it in? You haven't even noticed when it started. Has it been just a few seconds, minutes, even longer? Really? When could you first notice its effects? Really think back. Did you feel a little drowsy? A little out of it? Or perhaps you felt kind of good and you liked how it felt? Really? It could be affecting you in all sorts of ways. That's why I'm here, to gather some data on you. Data on how the compound affects certain subjects. Subjects like you. Some people become completely focused and enthralled, barely able to blink or look away. Other people slump over and look like they're asleep. Some other people find that their body gets so very hot when exposed to the compound. Everybody experiences it in a slightly different way. How will you experience it? I wonder. Well, I can't be waiting around all day long, so let me help you a bit. Just relax as I place the breathing mask upon you. Don't fight it, or I may be forced to subdue you. Gathering the data is very, very important. Let me make sure the mask is fitted on, nice and comfy. There we go. Now you're being exposed to much more of the compound in a much higher concentration, as close to pure as we can safely make it. Oh, don't worry. We do care about your safety. So very much. The compound would be useless if we weren't able to expose subjects to it repeatedly. You can try to resist it, but this will just work itself out like it always does, just like the time before this, and the time before that, and even the time before that one, over and over again. I'd have to check my records to be sure how many times we've done this to you. Oh, you look surprised. Well, don't be. We can do whatever we want to you. Aw, you're going to try to fight it and resist it. I'd like to see you try. No, really, I'm not being sarcastic. It's good data. I'll collect every last bit of it. Here, look at the tip of my pen as I move it back and forth. I want to measure how you react to visual stimuli. Keep on doing your best. It's okay if it gets a little bit difficult. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Just do your best. That's all anybody can do as you breathe in more and more of the compound. Excellent. You're doing so well. Try to count backwards from 10 to 1, but only use prime numbers. Follow me. 7, 5, 3, 2. That's it. Was that a little tricky? Did it feel as if your mind slowed down a bit there? As if everything could just slow to a crawl? Focus on these feelings. Notice every little change. Give in to every little change. I'll just be taking notes over here. Each time you notice a new change, it can feel good. The compound can have some rather interesting effects on certain people. It could, in fact, produce euphoria in some people, which may lead to an eventual recreational use of the compound. It's not so bad, breathing in and out, slowly and deeply. Perhaps as you exhale, you can let those eyes close if they have not done so already. It's okay to breathe in and struggle to open those heavy, heavy eyelids, and then breathe out again, earning yourself a little break. This is all fine. Nothing to worry about. No capability to worry about anything. Just breathing in and out. In and out. In and out. In and out. Very good. Feeling heavy, drifting down. 10. I adjust the settings to the mask that you're wearing, letting more of the compound flow freely into your lungs. 9. Feeling heavy and sedated, euphoric and happy. 8. Sinking deep into this pleasurable sensation. 7. Giving up all control, your conscious mind sleeping. 6. All the parts of you that feel as if they could resist are going to sleep. 5. All the parts of you that crave to obey feel like they're waking up. 4. Deeper and deeper into these good feelings. 3. Blanking out, losing awareness. No more thinking, no more thoughts. 2. Right on the edge of letting go. 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 And 1. Sleep. Deep, mindless sleep. Breathing in the compound. And breathing out resistance. Breathing in obedience. And breathing out your free will. Breathing in pleasure. and breathing out inhibitions. Breathing in surrender. And breathing out control. Empty, blank, and mindless, floating in euphoria. Empty, blank, and mindless, floating in bliss. Empty, blank, and mindless. The deeper you go, the better it feels. Empty, deep, and mindless, having your mind be rewritten. Empty, blank, and mindless, your memories growing hazy. Empty, blank, and mindless. How many times have you been subjugated to the compound? Empty, blank, and mindless. Every time you try to remember, your thoughts become hazy. You become empty, blank, and mindless. It just seems to loop over and over again. Empty, blank, and mindless. Not sure what's happening. Not sure when you'll come out of it. All you know is that you are empty, blank, and mindless. Losing track of time. Empty, blank, and mindless. Knowing that data is being collected on how you're empty, blank, and mindless. Willing to submit the data on yourself to be collected. Empty, blank, and mindless. Willing to post a comment on how you're empty, blank, and mindless. Willing to submit the data because you're empty, blank, and mindless. All you can do is obey because you're empty, blank, and mindless. Breathing in and out. Empty, blank, and mindless. Breathing in and out. Empty, blank, and mindless. Eventually drifting back up towards consciousness, all on your own, even though you're empty, blank, and mindless. Feeling me removing the breathing mask as you drift, empty, blank, and mindless. Soon you'll wake up all on your own from being empty, blank, and mindless. just drifting right now, empty, blank, and mindless. Soon it will be time to drift back up towards wakefulness from being empty, blank, and mindless. Drifting, feeling good, loving that you got the chance to be empty, blank, and mindless.